the Bhagavad Gita. Here's just an overall overview of the spiritual texts that is the most widely used spiritual text in the world, and is an ionic source for yogic philosophy. It actually comes from a greater epic tale known as the Mahabharata. Mahabharata. And it's centered around impending war. So you have two main characters, Arjuna, who is a warrior, or the greatest warrior, most capable of leading and winning the war. And he can be used as a metaphor to our highest self. And then he's the leader of the good army. So you have this impending war between the good army and the bad army. And then Krishna, who is the chariot driver for Arjuna, can be used as a metaphor for our highest consciousness. So the Gita really is a dialogue between Arjuna and Krishna is giving Arjuna the wisdom to face this battle head on, because at some point Arjuna gets rides across to see the army and realizes that he sees people that he knows, people he grew up with, people he played with, people he's familiar with, and suddenly doesn't want to fight the war anymore. And Krishna continues to give him advice and the wisdom to face his struggles and go win the war. And there are three types of yoga that are highlighted in the Gita, and that is karma yoga, which we know as karma as just to act. So it's the selfless action. And then we have bhakti yoga, which is the yoga of devotion to our highest power. And then we have jnana yoga, which is the yoga of self-knowledge and inquisition. So throughout this wisdom of yoga, Krishna continues to give Arjuna the confidence to fight this war head on. And war is used as an analogy for the battles that we face in our everyday life, which we all know that, we have our daily struggles through our daily grind and, the relationships we have with our friends and our family. And this illustrates the wisdom, the timeless wisdom from our own internal war. And there's this quest for self-realization that every human really engages in. And it's this victory over the realization that we must press on. We must press forward through our struggles and through our everyday battles. And to really sum it all up within the texts, the different chapters within the Gita, the dialogue talks a lot about the karma yoga, which is acting selflessly, and to live and act with love, to live and act with purpose, to detach ourselves from the ego, from who we think we are. And, what we do a lot of is attach ourselves. We have desire for success. So essentially, it's about acting without that attachment, not expecting anything from our actions, no desire for success, no anxiety about failure. And we're really indifferent of our results and burning up the actions into the fire of wisdom. That's kind of how I look at it as. And it also teaches us to experience the infinite wonder in all things, and understanding that each of us are already miraculous. We're already wondrous and even divine, if you want to call it that. And our wondrous nature is the same as the infinite wonder of the universe. So we experience this infinite wonder by waking up to our reality, to facing our struggles head on, and allowing ourselves to dig down into the darkness, that self-inquiry piece, in order to reach our highest potential and understand that highest piece of ourself, which we can refer to as Krishna, and which lives through us. So really what we do is think about detaching ourselves from our ego, detaching ourselves from I, from mine, and from aggression, arrogance, desire, anger, all of those things. When we do that, we become fit for the state of absolute freedom. This allows us to free ourselves from that debilitating piece of us that kind of keeps us from seeing what's on the other side, that keeps us from achieving our highest potential. So that dialogue between Arjuna and Krishna, Krishna giving him the wisdom and the knowledge and understanding to press on, to move forward. And that's really what the Bhagavad Gita is about. So detaching ourselves from ego, living selflessly, acting with no results, and just allowing ourselves to be devoted to that, to be devoted to the act of selflessness. There was a quote or analogy that says, "Through the unwise cling to their actions, watching for results. The wise are free of attachments and act for the well being of the whole world." So you can kind of feel the whole idea of the Bhagavad Gita within that. So that's it. Thanks.